Hello everybody, it's Ro here. I wanted to, I really hate the way I sound when I say I, because it's so fucking nasally, and I annoy the shit out of myself sometimes. Anywho, it's time for an update. It's been about a month, and I'm sure some of you guys have been wondering what's going on. Maybe you haven't, you don't give a fuck, whatever. This is for people who care or are bored and want to watch something different. I don't fucking know. But anyways, before I get into all of that mess, I did want to start out with saying thank you to everybody that made your donations last month and joined Team Ro Lopez. Greatly appreciated, guys. It is coming at the perfect time and it's going a long way. Trust me, I am stretching these pennies out. Mr. Lincoln is crying. So I attribute that to working for some very frugal business owners in my accounting career. So if it weren't for them, I don't know. Well, yeah, my mom was pretty frugal too, so I've got tips here and there. Moving along, there were a couple of envelopes that were sent back because the girth of them exceeded 1/4 inch, so that's a 2 stamp requirement that they don't always enforce, which I don't fucking get. Like, listen, if you're gonna send one back, send all of them back. Be consistent, and I'll be fucking happy to. I'll just go up and just pay for them to be metered, and then you get all your fucking money so that people don't think I'm this fucking twat that's taking their donations and not sending them their bracelets that they're promised. Like, don't make me look like an asshole, United States Postal Service. I can do that on my own. So anyways, those are making their way out. I promise they're gonna get out this week. Okay, so things about me. I had a couple of hospitalizations in the last month. One a little bit more severe than the other. So this is the one that interfered with my trip to San Antonio, and do not fret, I'm planning another trip. It's gonna fucking happen. I'm gonna be there. I just need it to happen on a week where I'm not getting chemo, because then my immune system will be much more capable of battling any and all bugs, viruses, whatever you got down there. That, you know, if somebody's coughing, I'll be able to handle it and probably not die from it. So working on planning that right now. Anywho, so I was in the hospital because I had a JP drain which was not functioning properly, created an infection, and then I had this infection inside of my belly. I went to the ER a day after I had chemo. I started receiving aggressive antibiotics, which basically wiped out my entire immune system, and I was highly compromised. So it's taken a couple of weeks to kind of get back on track for me and regain my energy. But we removed that drain system and put in a new catheter, which is covered mostly by flesh, and keep everything kind of in this protective sealant, so it's highly unlikely that it's going to get infected, and that makes me very happy because I fucking hate going to the ER. There are some serious fucking cases that go in there. Last time I went, some dude was shot in the fucking neck, and his family is freaking out, and I'm just like, what am I walking into? And I mean, it's a scary fucking place to begin with, and then dealing with the shit that I've got going on. It's like, man, I don't fucking want to be here. But anyways, we took care of that. I'm highly unlikely to get any infections as long as I do my job of making sure that everything is sterile when I'm going in and removing the fluids from my belly through the drain system. So that is a plus. We're moving in the right direction. But the challenges that I have now are that my feet and legs are fucking swollen, like huge. Like, I've got these stumps that used to be my chicken legs. So I have to massage, I have to watch my salt intake, sugar intake. I can't eat salads. That might have contributed to the infection just a smidget, but I'm in denial, so I'm going to say salads in moderation. That's what I'm going to stick to. And so I'm just trying to figure out how to eat healthy, because I can't obviously eat fast food. Anything that I get in a restaurant has to be prepared differently. For example, if I want chicken, it can't be seasoned. I can have pepper, but we can't put any salt. It could not have been sitting in some kind of marinade. Can't have, oh God. I think the list of things that I can have is probably faster to go through than the shit that I can't. So, another issue is depression right now and anxiety. So to avoid that depression, I'm just not going to talk about the things that I can and can't put in my belly. Because it's fucking sad. Anyways, moving along, nothing to see here. Energy levels are definitely coming back. I did want to say thank you to my bandmates for really helping out and picking up a lot of the weight on our gigs, because, you know, for a very long time I just didn't have the energy, whether it was because I was physically exhausted from the chemo, or emotionally exhausted, or I'm in the fucking hospital so I can't be there anyways. You know, these guys have really stepped up for me, and Chris has gone beyond his comfort zone and carried the entire night, and they've done the 3-man piece, and I can't thank them enough for being as supportive as they are, and just being, you know, more than bandmates, they're being very good friends to me, and so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And so now what we're looking at is chemo. We've been doing the chemo now for I think like 2 months, something like that. And what we're doing is we're doing 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So my system has a little bit of time to catch up and recoup from everything. So that means that the liver is functioning better. It's getting a lot more healthy. I'm not sure if there's any shrinkage on the lesions quite yet. I am going to inquire about that when I see my doctor on Friday. And we're also going to talk about future plans. You know, if you know, when are we going to start looking at imaging and figuring out whether or not this is working? Because I mean, listen, I don't mind the bald head. I fucking love the bald head, to tell you the truth. But eventually, you know, I'm going to want to go outside without eyebrows, and it helps to have hair. So that would be nice. Anywho, so I'm going to inquire about those kind of things. And I also I would like some dieting tips. Obviously, I'm not used to cooking, and I don't really know much about proper nutrition for eating on the healthy side. I love fried chicken, pizza, burgers. I mean, I tell you what, man, if I would have been in San Antonio, I would have had an OD on some tacos. There's no fucking doubt about that. But, you know, if you guys can send me some dieting tips on how to prepare food that is not fish. I can't have fish. I can't have pork. Low sodium, low fat, minimal sugar. I told you it was depressing. You know, something along those lines. The veggies have to be fully cooked, so I really can't have salads or anything like that. But if you can send me ideas of things that I could put into my system, greatly appreciated, because I get hungry, and when I get hungry, I get super bitchy, and I'm already emotional as it is these days. So, you know, again, there's no need for the whole asshole thing being exacerbated by something that could be fixed quite easily. I think that's about it, guys. Everything's kosher here. Everything's very Jewish here at the moment, and things are looking up. Energy's getting better. Yeah, I'm sleeping most of the night, through the night. That's it. I don't think I really have any horrible news. I shouldn't have any other operations coming up anytime soon, so that's a plus. My goal is to stay out of the hospital indefinitely, except for having to go in and get, my treatments done. But aside from that, I should not be going back. Don't plan on going back. I fucking hate it there. This last trip there, I made the mistake of saying that I didn't like the food because they fucking served me mush. Well, they made sure they didn't serve me shit for 2 days. Let's just say by the time I left, the food was awesome. I was like, oh my god, what is you guys got a new cook? There's gourmet stuff right here. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.